Hello all and welcome to the next video here in the Onion Man's Rooftop 2 at a cow caravan of treasure. Sometimes barter. The streak continues as it always will. And we are back with some McFarlane unboxings. We had a big one at that. Probably the biggest one to date. McFarlane needed this figure because it was starting to get ridiculous with how long it took us to get just a basic, more classic comic book Wonder Woman. God, because the Superman 1000 Superman that came out really early on in the McFarlane DC license was really good. We finally got that Hush Batman that was really good. We were desperately missing a good Wonder Woman. I feel like the main Wonder Woman we've ever gotten out of any McFarlane thing was the McFarlane designed Wonder Woman that just became the biggest peg warmer of that year for McFarlane. I still see that thing on clearance racks at Walmart sometimes. Pretty wild. But we finally got a good Wonder Woman. I was lucky enough to finally find it. It just popped up in my GameStop. It didn't even have a GameStop sticker on it. They had just put it out. So yeah, popped up at my GameStop. I also got the Riddler, the classic Riddler that day. So they must have gotten a previous old box of stuff and a new box. She was a little pricier. Usually your McFarlanes are running normal $19.99. Kudos to McFarlane. That's one of the things McFarlane has done is it hasn't jacked up its prices on most of its figures. This one I think was $24.99, and I know some of these collector edition ones he's putting out are $29.99 or something like that. I'm damn, he's finally kind of giving us what we want and making us really pay for it. I guess I don't know, but I picked her up as soon as I saw her because I knew there weren't going to be a lot of opportunities to get this, I think, because it was so in demand. And she looks great. I got to give it to them. I think they nailed this one. I just wish it hadn't taken so long. So there's the back. You got that kind of classic Wonder Woman pose, but with the modern art style. So let's get her open. Big figure here. McFarlane finally putting on the big boy pants and finishing out our Justice League. I still hope we get a more classic John Stewart for my Justice League. Okay. One thing I will say that I am happy about these collector edition figures, even though they're $5 to $10 more than the other McFarlane stuff, is they actually come with some accessories, not just a dumbass card. I don't care if it's a collector card or whatever, it still sucks. But the other thing I will say, if I can get it out of here, is that I am still 100% supportive of the stand. I will always love the DC stands that we get, or the stand, really with any McFarlane figure, we get a stand. So I'm fine with the stands. Love those. Can never have enough of them. I've used them for Marvel characters. Marked out the DC logo and just painted over and used it for some Marvel characters. Although with Marvel characters, it's hard. It's a little bit harder because the peg holes sometimes are different. So and sometimes they don't even have a peg hole if it's a newer figure. Okay, I think that was the only twist tie in here. She has some. We have her. Is this for the shield? I think this is no. Oh, it's for the stand. Is it for the stand? We have this DC kind of thing here. I'm guessing this is for the stand. Does the stand go in this? Huh. I guess not. I don't know. I really don't know what this is. I'm sure somebody will let me know. We got her shield. I think it looks pretty good. I like the textured feel to it. It's got a really good vibrant gold. Gives it a nice... it kind of looks matted in person, but on camera, it's got a nice shine to it. So down with this. It's got even textured straps on the back. Really good stuff. She has a sword, which I'm okay with. It is a little bent. If my camera would focus. There we go. But like I said, it is a little bent there. Very phallic-y on the end. Looks good though. It actually looks a little washed, like battle damaged. I can appreciate that. The axe looks good. I think you could have. I think we can. I think what I'll do is I'll probably put a wash over the details on these weapons. I think they're going to look way better with some detail and some weathering on the silver parts. But the gold handling looks pretty good. So not bad. Not bad, not bad. Sorry, it took me a while to get her alternate hands out. She's got alternate hands. Looks like she's got some grabbing hands, a close-fisted hand, some other stuff, some open hands. The last accessory here is the... If I can get the tape off, Jesus. Oh, they taped that in there weird. I don't like it. We have her lasso of truth. It is like an actual rope, like a string, a nice braided kind of string. Kudos. This is good. I'm down with it. I'd actually rather have this than like a bendy wire one. Some people are like, we needed a bendy wire rope. No, I actually would probably prefer this for a lasso of truth. So, cool. Ooh. Okay, that sucks. That last twist tie would not break or cut. All right, and here we go. I like her a lot. I think they could have maybe, I don't know, gave her a tan. She's a little pale. But oh well, I think the head sculpt is pretty good. Some of the early images of this weren't, but I think they actually nailed it on the release. She's got the red and gold armor, the star trunks. The belt is actually molded on, so that's nice. She's got the white striped red boots with the white lining and the white stripe in the middle. She's got her gauntlets. Pretty nice. There's a whoa. There's a variant of this, a chase, where she has light blue, like a sky blue, North Carolina blue kind of, more of a sky blue, and stars. That one's pretty cool. If I had seen that, I probably would have bought that too. I think it works great for like a Silver Age Wonder Woman. But I think this is a good classic Wonder Woman. You can tie her lasso around this thing here to hold it on her belt. I like that. Really good. Pinned arms, pinned legs. We're not pinless quite yet for McFarlane. But I like it. I like it. She's got the crown with the red star on it. Not bad, not bad. Big thing, stand test. Yeah, cool. She stands. I like this figure a lot. I think we needed this. McFarlane desperately needed this figure in terms of like completing a set. Now I know McFarlane's got the license for a while, XYZ, but like I don't know, it just every year that we like weren't getting a classic Wonder Woman, it felt like it was getting further and further away from being like a real comic book fans toy line. Because we get a lot of like the metal and movie stuff and all that, like, or we were getting a lot of that metal for a while. It finally kind of stopped, but now like we're getting into like, I don't know, like the Barbarian Batman stuff and the Knights, and I get that that's more up McFarlane's alley, but having classic figures like these would have helped this line out a long time ago, in my opinion. So I won't say it's like, you know, oh, it's too late, you know, you missed your shot. No, in this instance, I do think it's better late than never. I'm finally glad to have this. It completes a solid McFarlane starter Justice League set. The 1000 Superman, the Hush Batman for me. These are just what I'm using. The 1000 early on Superman. I still think that's the best Superman we've gotten out of McFarlane. Hush Batman. I have Aquaman with the beard, the bearded Aquaman. I like that more than the classic Aquaman that we're getting, because I think that classic Aquaman could have been it. But this is gonna sound funny. One, it comes with that weird demon child thing, and the other thing is, I know what that is. It's his Mister Mystic always get the name wrong. Anyway, that Aquaman figure looks like Sage Northcutt, the UFC fighter. He's not old, but like he's a young guy still, I think. But he looked like Sage Northcutt. Look up Sage Northcutt, the UFC fighter. That Aquaman figure looks like that, and I don't like it. I do not like it, so I'm not using that one. I'm using bearded Aquaman. So Action 1000, Superman, Hush Batman, bearded Aquaman. I'm using John Stewart for my Green Lantern. I have the classic Kyle Rayner, and I have one of the Hal Jordans. I can't remember which one. I'm using John Stewart. To me, John Stewart is the Justice League Green Lantern because I grew up with the Justice League Unlimited cartoon. So I'm using that one. I still think we need a more classic one to fit in. They've kind of given us like his modern look, but we still haven't had like the non-gloved classic John Stewart to fit yet. So I would update John Stewart if given the chance, but I am using him anyway. So there's that one. Obviously, I have that Rebirth Flash. That's a great Flash. That's the one I'm going to stick with, unless I randomly find that classic Flash that came out. That was like really hard to get. The classic Martian Manhunter, the Target exclusive. That's one of the best McFarlane's ever. So that's my Justice League that I'm using. It's Justice League Unlimited basically. But glad to have it nonetheless. We needed this. Like I said, it's better late than never to me. McFarlane's been doing a lot more classic looks. I just wish that they weren't hidden like in these collector sets, Like look at like the Firestorm one. That was weird. The base Firestorm figure was weird, but then the chase for it was the classic version. Hawkman too. They gave Hawkman like the modern coloring, but if you wanted the classic bright green coloring, that was like the chase Target exclusive for a set that was already Target exclusive or something like. I hate that they're like hiding it behind shit like that. But to have a good Wonder Woman finally, thumbs up. Good for you, McFarlane. You finally delivered. I'm going to give you props on this. It's a great figure. Big thumbs up. I just hope you continue to kind of make these figures more accessible as opposed to hiding them in these collectors and chase variants. You know what I mean? Then we'd be on a really positive path with McFarlane, I think. But that's it for this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You do not have to if you do not want to, but I appreciate anybody who does, and I will catch you guys in the next video.